Welcome to the Bill Brasky.
Yes. I know you guys talking snakes and everything this, but it popped into my mind. Randy, you've recently taken the trip down MDMA and some other fun things, haven't you?
DMT.
DMT. Now, Thomas, I know you love playing your guitar and we enjoy it, but I would really love to hear Randy's DMT story.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, so the first time I did it, I thought, I'm going to fucking do this shit and blast off to Mars. So I take a hit of the stuff, and I look outside, and the deck has got, like, hieroglyphs floating across the top.
Dope.
And I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm expecting to be way higher than this. So then I do it again and do like a few more hits. And I close my eyes and I see like a green strobe light, like you're at a nightclub dancing or something. And I'm like, whatever, this stuff is, it's okay, but I'm pretty fucking disappointed, right? I'm expecting to see aliens and all this shit. So anyway, we phoned this guy, Lance, who lent us the vaporizer. And he's like, red isn't the highest, blue isn't the highest setting, it's red, or I don't know, either that way or the reversed. So anyway, then I do it on the right setting. Finally, this time, I get pretty fucking high. And I'm looking out, and the shrub has morphed into like a Christ figure coming out. And then it turns into a fucking skeleton, and it's blowing in the wind, kind of like an Army of Darkness visual, if you've ever seen that movie.
Or like song lyrics.
Song lyrics?
All we are is dust in the wind.
Okay. So then I look to my left, and the other shrub is a fucking alien. But it looks like it has a space helmet on, almost. I don't know, it was cool, but I never felt like it was real. I would say it would be like about 8 feet tall.
Jeez, that's tall. Because, we always hear about machine elves and like these very small creatures, not 8 feet tall aliens with space helmets on.
But everybody sees aliens on it, right?
Like it was like the plant was like the TV screen or the film screen, and you're projecting something onto it from your mind. I looked around my friend's place when I was high, and everything looked completely normal. It was only the plants outside that morphed into things.
It sounds like you were just doing some acid, not really DMT. Did you experience any kind of ego death or approach ego death?
No, I didn't get that high. Like, that was as high as I got. It was like looking at a TV screen almost.
That's not what DMT does, is
numbers, man. You gotta pump those numbers up.
Right? DMT is not like acid. It's very kind of structured. Everybody sees the similar kinds of things, like aliens or whatever.
Right.
There's no ego death.
You can talk to a dozen people. They're all going to have a very similar trip because it affects the brain the same way.
That's what we were. Me and Randy were talking about something about what the alien. Like basically, they're using just like they used LSD to kind of fuck with people in the 60s and 60s. Now they're using DMT to kind of. There'll be another kind of Manson based on DMT.
So is Joe Rogan? Is he
miser?
Is he an asset? Is he a CIA asset, basically pushing this on people?
Don't know. I think he just does too many topics. So he's very. When I look at him, he looks like a CIA agent, but he just does everything. So it's hard to tell. But he's good at pretending to be interested. I think he is actually interested in DMT, but he does so many topics he can't possibly be interested in them all.
I'm so interested right now in the fact that Miser discovers DMT, becomes the new Charles Manson, and just like his shitty lyrics and his shitty songs, like he starts recording them, and I could totally see him start murdering families.
The CIA
and
will
blaming
try and
black
turn
people
him into
and writing
like a.
Axel's old is here.
Oh my god, guys! Does he send you? Does he send you guys DMs of his lyrics, or just me?
I heard he sent me a video. A song, like a full song.
Oh, I've never heard him do a full song.
He's singing, and he's got
lyrics. He just writes these poetry, and I say I don't like poetry. I say grab a guitar and a drum and make it a song, and I'll listen. But I'm not going to read your poetry. You know.
Yeah, I heard the one song where he used a pill bottle as a fucking percussion.
This is Frank.
But yeah, he's the type of person that they would use.
I don't know. I've told you guys this before. I'm very interested in psychedelics. LSD, especially DMT, salvia. The idea that you can really experience the ego death, but then the best part, you get to come back, you get to live again. But I don't know if I can handle the terror of it. I mean, that's some pants shitting terror. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I could do it.
I've experienced ego death on magic mushrooms. Like one of the first, it was the first time I did them. I didn't expect to get that high. And I'm super fucking high at this point, and I'm thinking like, what is my name? Where do I live? And I couldn't picture these things.
It actually does sound a bit like LSD, because that's what Manson said very early on in his trial. They were like saying, how did you brainwash them? And there was all these CIA people saying it's very complicated. And he just said, if you take so much, acid or LSD, it basically just wipes your mind, and then you just pour whatever new identity you want into it. So he basically was just using
I got to know this. Hypothetically speaking, there could be a CIA agent. Let's say his name is Brian Jones, and he could find a young man who's impressionable and maybe a little naive, and he could turn him into just a killer. Is that what you're telling me, Wasted?
Yeah.